Joining me now to help us understand what this latest news out of Ukraine means for countries in Africa. I'm joined live via Skype by Ken Gichinga. He's the chief economist at Mentoria Economics. He joins me from the Kenyan capital of Nairobi. Ken, thank you so much for joining us. We don't have a lot of time here. I just want to get your take on the latest news. What does this mean for African countries? And might we see a same queue like we did with vaccine rollouts? And where would that place Africa?
Well, there was a universal sense of relief when MV Razoni left the port of Odesa earlier this morning at 9:15. It also helps that it's a Sierra Leonean ship, although the first point of call will be Lebanon, but it is expected to make more calls on the west coast of Africa. Obviously, many countries in Africa, look at countries like Egypt, import about 50%. Right here in Kenya, we import about 80% of our wheat from countries such as Russia and Ukraine. So there is a sense of relief, particularly because also the United Nations is involved in this arrangement, and it's likely to be more sensitive to the plight of African countries.
Ken, the United Nations was also involved with the rollout of the COVID-19 vaccines. Are we likely to see another queue that puts Africa right at the back of it this time around too?
I think it will really depend on the geopolitics. You know, Russia also is trying to build close relations with Africa, and it will be unlikely that they'd want to jeopardize the food situation here. And I think that's one of the reasons they opened up those corridors. We do know that about 17 ships are lined up in the port of Odesa, although they haven't mentioned the destinations or the manifests of those ships. But there is a huge expectation in Africa that it will be one of the early recipients of the grain.
Well, Ken, thank you so much for your time. That was economist Ken Gichinga speaking to me via Skype from Nairobi, Kenya.